Welcome back to Notorious B.I.G. dead at the age of 24, and tonight we are talking about why and all issues related. Chris, before the break, I said I wanted to ask you whether or not you were angry.
Well, let me say this in response to the question of the last caller. Number one, no, I'm not angry, because anger is a self-destructive mentality. But let me also say that I don't think any rap artists are really angry themselves. I think they're selling anger, just like they're selling sex or selling even edutainment. It becomes a point, though, or the point becomes, is what you're selling a part of your real life? And for me, edutainment is a part of my real life, whereas murder and the mafia might have been a part of Biggie and other people's lives. You act out your life. Don't be surprised when what you think comes back to you.
But I mean, although when I talked to Biggie, he did agree with Karma and said that it doesn't matter if you do change the direction of your life, some things from your past can come back from you.
Is that why the album, the new album, is called Life After Death?
No, the new album was called Life After Death, from what I was able to reiterate, because he wasn't ready to die anymore. And so he was moving on from that. He was recreating himself. He was saying that he was going to evolve, and he was evolving, right up until the point where, unfortunately, he was snatched away from us.
All right, let's go to, I'm sorry.
Before we go on to young artists out there, if you about to come out, you about to start writing or whatever, don't promote what you don't know about. Don't promote it. That's what I want to say. Don't promote violence if you don't know nothing about that.
Let's go to Andrea in Florida. I'm sorry. Let me get this call in right quick, Cheo. I'm sorry.
Cool.
Andrea in Florida, thanks for holding you on BET Talk.
Yeah, the guy was saying that he had Psalm 27 on his hand. I really would like to see how he would have changed. Being a Christian, I'm not a fan of rap music, but I think it would have been good for him to have changed somewhat.
Andrea, thank you for your comment. Let me move now to, if I can, Lynette in Maryland. Lynette, thanks for holding you on BET Talk.
Hi, I have two quick comments.
Lynette, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can, if the caller...
Yeah, we can.
Go ahead, Lynette. I can barely hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I have two quick comments, and they are that I feel young black men seem to think that disrespecting women and being hardcore and violence is what makes them a man, and I think that rap perpetuates that stereotype and that myth. And my second comment is that we seem to lack the ability to move to the next level. If you look at families like the Kennedys, they started out in the streets bootlegging, but they moved to the next level. You look at people like Puffy and Shug, they made enough money to move to the next level and use that influence properly, and they did not.
I mean, but I think the Kennedys are a bad example. I mean, because although they did turn criminality into, let's face it, an American legacy, two of them were assassinated. So ultimately, if something's coming after you, if there are forces after you, they will get you.
But Cheo, very quickly, I got a break here. Give me a quick response here. What about the issue she raises, though, of moving to the next level? Many would argue that this community, this gangster rap or this hip-hop community, at some point does have to move it to the next level, which is to stop this senseless violence.
Biggie was moving it to the next level. Unfortunately, forces outside of his control took him away.
All right, thanks for that quick comment. I got a break here. One more segment here. We'll continue our conversation in just a moment. Stay with us. We're back after this break of Biggie Smalls. Janine in New York, thanks for holding you on BET Talk.
Hi, first I'd like to send condolences to the Wallace family and the Bad Boy family. And my comment is that, personally, I don't feel that gangster rap is bad or anything, because I can differentiate between entertainment and reality. But there are some people that can't. So in that respect, I feel that it's the executives' responsibility to stop this distribution, because the consumers are not going to stop buying it.
Janine, thanks for your comment. What about this? What about this?
Yeah, because, I mean, you got a lot of young artists out there that only see money. So when you come in, you don't have days of Motown where they taught them how to get on stage and give a good show and how to teach people and educate people about themselves as well as the music. All they do is get on the show, get on stage, boom, do their song, and they out. So it is the responsibility of a lot of record companies, major as well as subsidiaries, to let these people know, let artists know, you have a responsibility to back up everything that you're saying.
Chris, I'm almost out of time. Give me a closing thought here before I go to Cheo, Chris.
Again, I say it's black leadership, because there's a void there that we are not filling. If we as artists can go platinum, sell 1 million records, then we should be respected enough to walk into the NAACP, the National Urban League, and be given the same respect that they would give a major corporation putting money into their bank. It's leadership, which is the reason why Biggie Smalls is dead.
Cheo, I'll get to you. Don't move. I got time to squeeze another call, and I understand, though, so let me do that. Let me go to California, where you are, and talk to Gilbert. Gilbert, thanks for calling you on BET Talk.
Yes, Mr. Smiley, first I'd like to say I wish your show lasted an hour.
Well, it is an hour tonight.
Yeah, but every night.
Thank you.
Anyway, and I also would like to ask KRS-One, how did you break the chain from the street violence, and what can you do, or what can rappers like Ice-T and the older guys do to explain to these young guys that, you know, you guys were there once, but you've moved on to your life?
Gilbert, good question. Chris?
It's all about your intentions. Even when we had Criminal Minded out, my intentions was always to educate my people. If your intentions are not pure and not true, then no matter what you put out, a tree is known by its fruits. You can talk consciousness all day. If you don't really live it, then it's going to come out in your life. And I don't mean to sound cold or over-intellectual here today, but I just tell you, big up to all the people that try to do good things in their life and love one another and respect themselves. Nonchalant, I love you to death.
You know I love you, Chris.
Cheo,
wait a minute.
Cheo, you were the last journalist to talk to Biggie. I got less than a minute here. What do we learn from this?
What we learned from this is what Biggie tried to teach with his albums to those who listened to every single lyric on them. He was trying to say that this lifestyle that everyone's getting caught up in isn't glamorous. It isn't good, and it will get you killed. And he did change the minute he stopped selling drugs and picked up the microphone and was continuing to evolve and was going to bring millions of listeners with him. And I'm hoping that as they listen to this new album and listen to the new direction and listen even to the religious things that he was saying up until 24 hours before that he died, that changes need to occur. Changes will occur when everyone moves towards the direction of righteousness, which I think he was doing, and hopefully the rest of this generation, this industry, and this movement will as well.
Cheo Hodari Coker, thanks for joining us. Good to see you, man.
Thank you, man.
Take care. Chris, good to see you as always.
Yo, peace, KO. I'm going to see you in a minute.
So definitely, man.
Okay.
Hey, Chris, can you call? Hey, Chris, can you hear me? This is Shalon. Call me.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Call me.
Only on Black Entertainment Television.
You moving. I'm stationary right now.
Shalon, good to see you.
Thank you.
Tomorrow night, the Ghetto Boys, Scarface and Willie D, talk about the responsibility of the industry to do something about this problem. I will talk to you tomorrow morning on the Tom Joyner Morning Show and see you back here again tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern for another edition of BET Talk. Until tomorrow night, keep the faith.